YouTube, this is Sean from GMDRS TV, doing another ride right from the house. This one's going to be an epic. This has been on my list for a while. It's also been on Ryan's list for a while. He's actually done it before. We're going to be kind of out there, so it's not one I wanted to do alone. I'm very excited, and come along. Right outside the city of Ukiah is a small little community called Talmadge, and it's a very interesting mashup of cultures. A lot of Hispanic farm workers here, but there's also a really large Buddhist temple here. Unfortunately, like a lot of things, because of the pandemic, it is closed. But if you're ever in this area and it's reopened, they have a really good vegan restaurant here. And it's just, it's worth a stop, maybe on your way back or something. We were just past the town of Talmadge, maybe only ridden half a mile, and you're gonna see this sign for the Cow Mountain Recreation Area. That's a big hill behind Ryan right there, and we're going to ride over that mountain range to the city of Lakeport. Off we go. Few miles up Mill Creek Road towards Cow Mountain, you're going to come across what is known as the Mill Creek Ponds. And there's a series of small little reservoirs up here. These were originally part of the city of Ukiah's water system back in the 1800s, but they're now just a really popular spot for trout fishing. These are stocked pretty regularly, and really popular place to plop out a lawn chair and spend the day. We're about 10 miles into the ride. We're now at the South Cow Mountain staging area. This is a very popular OHV area on the weekend, which is why we're not doing this on a weekend. Because people get their giddy up on out here. It's kind of crazy. So absolutely dead up here today. The weather is also beautiful, and even the gravel is just mint. We're about 10 miles, I think I already said that, yep, from my house, and about 1,800 feet of climbing. I would say probably all of that in 5 miles or so of honestly savagely steep pitch. It is a very, very steep climb. I felt like the 15-16% off and on, but we survived, and the good news is a lot of today's climbing is out of the way. We're going to do a long sort of sawtooth ridge here, so we're not out of the woods. We're gonna be climbing all day basically, but I think it'll be much more humane for the next segment. Ryan and I have reached the summit of the climb between Ukiah and Lakeport. I'm not sure. How many miles have we done now about, Ryan? Do you know?
Let me check.
Ryan's going to check the data. I think we're probably around 15 or 16 miles. It's really not that far. I don't know.
At least 14.6 and 3,000. Yeah, so we're good. I think we've done all the climbing.
Yeah.
For this section.
So you said 14 miles on
14.6. Yeah.
So that's really 16 from where we started.
Ah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then how many feet of climbing?
3,046.
Yeah, so in just over 3,000 feet of climbing. And that first pitch out of town was really pretty ridiculous, but this ridge has been sawtooth, and it looks kind of ominous as you see them on the horizon, but none of them were really too savage. We now get this amazing view of Clear Lake, and we're going to begin our descent into Lakeport. We just finished the descent out of Cow Mountain, and it ends at a place called Scott Creek, which looks like this. There is a little water here right now, but because of the drought, there's pretty much nothing. But this could be a pretty decent water crossing in a normal year. But unfortunately right now it is just dry as a bone. The descent was very steep. I would definitely not think about reversing this route. That would have been an absolutely horrid climb. It was very, very steep, but not too technical and fun in parts. So we're now going to head off to the town of Lakeport and get some food, and then start our journey home. Just had a nice lunch in Lakeport at a place called Angelina's. I love this place. Their baked goods in particular are so good. The sandwich was also quite tasty. Right here on the main drag, me and Ryan are all fueled up and ready to start heading home. The way home, we're gonna take what's known as the Old Toll Road, which connects basically the Lakeport area to the town of Hopland. There's a much lower pass, and the valley over here is about 1,000 feet taller, higher in elevation than Ukiah, so it's just a much easier grind all the way around. So we're a few miles outside of Lakeport, and we're at a place called Highland Springs, and this is where we're going to begin returning to the Ukiah Valley down in the town of Hopland. You can see it's about 20 miles of gravel between here and there, and I think less climbing considerably, probably 1,700 or so feet instead of the 3,400 we just did. So we're at the summit of the Old Toll Road. We came that direction from Lake County. We're now going to head down here to Hopland. I think at this point in the ride we're at about 42 miles and 4,800 feet of climbing or so. We're going to take a little break and then begin our descent. The climb was pretty doable. Really reasonable grades. This is a very old road that was from an era of animal-powered commerce, so really pleasant grade and really beautiful scenery. We just finished the descent of the toll road. It was really nice descent, fun, pretty smooth, great conditions today. We're at the intersection of Highway 175, and from here we're going to take this to River Road and then back to Ukiah. After our long pass down Old River Road, we turned on rutted Cunningham Road. Got a lot of beautiful pear orchards, and then we'll be back at Talmadge, which is pretty much where we started this big adventure. After pretty much a full day on the bike, we are back at the house. We had a great time. Hope you enjoyed coming along.